All the world's a stage, and all men and women merely players.
They have their exits and they have their entrances, and in his turn each man will play many parts.
It has been so ages.
At first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms.
And then the whining schoolboy with satchel, crawling like snail, unwillingly to school.
And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow.
And then the soldier, full of strange oaths, and bearded like the bar.
And then the justice, full round belly.
With his eyes severe and beard full cut, and so he plays his part.
And then the sixth age shifts into lean and slippered pantaloon.
With spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide.
For his shrunk shank and his big manly voice turned again towards childish treble. The last scene of all that ends a strange, eventful history.
His second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. All the world's a stage, and all men and women merely players.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you are all well. Now, today we have a really packed community drama for you. I don't know how many people have been to community drama before. We've got quite a lot of people who are checking in, which is really good. People who don't normally come to the club, which is good. A lot of people are watching it during the week, which is great as well. So today is quite a special one because we're doing a Shakespeare special. We haven't done this before. And the reason why we're doing that is because it is Shakespeare's birthday today. Shakespeare was born in 1564, and today he would have been 456 years old. So we're going to be celebrating by pretty much making most of what we do today sort of linked in some way to Shakespeare. Now, also, this week it was Blair Story's birthday. He was 60. So, Blair, I know you've been joining us, and you were with the theatre company for a long, long time. So we wish you a very, very happy birthday. And it's great that you're joining us, which is good. Also, it's the Queen's birthday. I think she's 94 this week. And of course, it's Alexa's birthday. So I'm going to say a big shout out to Alexa. Happy birthday for last week. And I did miss Stephanie's birthday, gosh, about 2-3 weeks ago. So happy birthday to Stephanie then. So now what we're going to do today, guys, we have got a bit of a treat for you because we have tried something this week which we've never tried before. Okay. And basically what it is, we have put together a scene from A Midsummer Night's Dream, and we filmed it with some of our guys. Okay. You know, via Zoom. So this is a bit of a treat, bit of an experiment. And we did it because we thought what we're going to do, because obviously we've got another 3 weeks officially, another 3 weeks of lockdown. Guys, I think it's going to be longer than that, but that doesn't matter. But if we can do rehearsals in such a way as this, then it does mean that we can actually start to rehearse stuff for when we come out the other end, which is the plan. So I'm going to just set it up. It'll take me 2 seconds to set up. We had a bit of fun and games yesterday, I have to say. So I'm going to set it up, and then I'll tell you guys, you are in for a real treat. We've got loads of people taking part this week, which is really good. Right, let me just grab this. Okay, right. It's all terribly high tech here. I think Brian and poor John Gingell must be absolutely tearing their hair out thinking it's so Heath Robinson. But hey, needs must, and we can only do what we can do. So let me just make sure. Hang on a sec. Have we got everybody in that? No, we haven't. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. We've got everyone in that. So, guys, you are in for a bit of a treat because we are going to be doing the mechanicals, but I will let them explain it to you. So here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you today Mechanicals from A Midsummer Night's Dream by Unleashed Community Drama. And your host for tonight is Peter Quince.
Hello, thank you so much. Oh, Gentiles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man Pyramus, played by Bottom the Weaver, and this beauteous lady Thisbe is played by Flute the Bellows Mender, and this man with lime and rough cast doth present War, that vile wall which did these lovers separate. And through the wall's chink, these poor souls are contending to whisper. And this man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For if you will know by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the chastised Thisbe, coming first at night, did scare away, or rather, right. As she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stay. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe mantle slain, whereby with blade and bloody blameful blade he bravely broached his boiling bloody breasts, and Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while they hear, they do remain.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, Snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or a chink, through which the lovers, Miss and Thisbe, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
What's soft? Who comes? He must draws near.
Oh, grim night! O night as black as who, wherefore art thou, lover? I fear my Thisbe's promise to meet here is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that strandest between her father's ground and mine, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss, cursed by the stones for thus deceiving me.
O wall, but often hast thou heard my moans. You separate my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed any stone. Thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I hear a voice. Now to the chink to spy and see my Thisbe's face.
Oh, my love, thou art my love, I think.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
Oh, I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
My love, without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, wall, away will go.
But look, who enters now? The fierce creature, lion and moonshine.
You ladies, gentle hearts do fear. All this monstrous mouse creeps on floor. May now, perchance, both quake and tremble here, when lion, rough in wildest rage, doth roar. Oh, that I, snug the joiner, am the lion.
Oh no!
This lantern doth the horned moon present. I, Starveling the tailor, doth the man in the moon here represent. And all that I have to say is that the lantern is the moon, and I the man. And this thorn bush behind me is my thorn bush, and this dog, he is my dog.
Ah, this old Ninny's tomb, but where is my love?
Well, Lord Lion, thus afraid our heroine in haste runneth away, and in doing so do not turn mantle upon the grass beneath. Our heroine exits stage left, being pursued by Lion. Yes, but fear not, dear audience, as Lion was more afeard of our Pyramus and his cherry lips. What's this? Moonshine to light the way for our hero.
Shine, shine, shine.
Well done, Moon. Oh, yeah, well done, Moonshine. Yeah.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. What's this? My own love's mantle, stained with blood. Oh, fate, come, come, since Lyle vile hath here deflowered my dear. Tears confound. Out with sword and wound, where heart doth hop. Thus I die. Thus. Oh, now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Now die, 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 die.
Asleep? My love? No. What dead, my dove? O Pyramus, arise. No, speak, speak. These lily lips, this cherry nose, this yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. With hands as pale as milk, lay there in gore. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade. My breast abure. To my death, with my lover farewell friend thus. This be end. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
But alas, did King Thisbe to meet her lover.
So, guys, well done. Well done. I have to say, you know, that was really, really well done. We did that yesterday for a bit of a laugh, and it's the first time we've ever tried to do a bit of drama via Zoom. So I think, guys, you really pulled it off. I love the dagger coming up at the end, Mark. That was brilliant. And Neil, fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Really great. So, guys, what we're going to do now, okay, is we're going to have a bit of fun. We're going to do a drama game. So we are going to do, like we did a few weeks ago, okay, some charades. Okay, but because it's like sort of Shakespeare's birthday and because, you know, this is a drama club, okay, we are going to do 5 charades. Now, what I need you to do, guys, is I do need you to respond. So obviously I'm going to act my little socks off. Okay, I'm going to act my little socks off. I'm going to pull this back a bit so I've got a bit more room. Okay, as you can see, I'm in my front room. Okay, so I'm gonna act, and then you have got to guess what it is. Now, all 5 of these are Shakespeare plays. Okay, so nice, easy one, hopefully, to start off with. Okay, so it's a play. It's 2 words. Okay, the first word is a little one. Okay. The second one I'm going to do is the whole thing. Okay. Okay, so that's it. That's the first one. Anna Harris, you have it. The Tempest. Thank you. Right, we're rolling. Here we go. Second one. Okay, second one. Okay, this is, again, it's a play. Okay. It's 5 words. Okay. So I'm going to do the 5th word first. Okay. Okay. 5th word first. Okay. The first word, small word. Okay. Second word. Okay. This is the second word. Hang on, what's going on here? Oh, Lordy, let's get rid of that. Okay, so second word. Has anyone got it? Yes! Alexa, Sharon, Jilly, The Taming of the Shrew. Okay. Right, third one. It's a third one. Okay. 3. Okay, so it's a play. Okay. 3 words. Okay. Second word. Little word. Okay. Okay. Right. First word. Okay. 2 syllables. Okay. So the first syllable. Okay. Third word. Okay. Whole thing. Yes! Anna has it. Henry VIII. Henry VIII. Not a play that's done very often. In fact, I had a look at all the plays that are done by Shakespeare. The most popular play done by Shakespeare, of course, is Hamlet. That's number 1, like his greatest hits. Okay, right down at the bottom is probably near Henry VIII. I remember doing all the publicity for that when I was a student for the Bristol Old Vic Div School. Henry VIII. Right. Right. Number 4. As you... Oh, hang on. I've nearly given it a like. Right. Okay. I don't think we can do that one. Right. Let's do number 4. Okay. Number 4. We'll do it again. Okay. So number 4, it's a play. Okay. 4 words. First word. Okay. Second word. Okay. Third word. Okay. Fourth word. Sounds like... Okay. Anyone guess it? Let me do it again. Okay, so it's a play. 4 words. First word. Okay, second word. Okay, third word. Okay, fourth word. Sounds like... Right, anyone got it? Anyone got it? Oh my goodness, Anna. Sharon, as you like it, Sharon. Okay, right, so the last try. Okay, here we go. So this one, 2 words, okay? First word. Okay, second word. Okay, anyone got that? Okay, so I'll do that. It's a play. Okay, it's Sharon. Sharon, you've got it. King Lear. Okay, I hope you like my leering. Okay, right. So, guys, what we're going to do now is we are going to see who's waving through the window. Right, waving through the window. Who is waving through the window today? Here we go. Who is waving through the window today? Well, today we got a very special guest. I'm just going to get it set up. Here we go. Okay, we've got a very special guest waving through the window today. And that person is our lovely, very own, all right, Jude Earnshaw. Now, I'm gonna just pass you over because she will tell you about herself. So here we go. We did this yesterday. Lovely interview with the lovely Jude Earnshaw. Well, it's great to have Jude here, our lovely Jude Earnshaw, who's been with Unleashed for years and has played many parts. Jude, it's great having you. How are you doing?
Hello Martin, and hello everyone. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Obviously locked down as everybody else is, but yeah, I'm keeping busy.
And how are you and Guy coping?
We're fine. We're in the middle of decorating, gardening, and I'm sorting out recipes and all sorts of things. So lots to keep you busy.
No, this is good. This is good. Well, Jude, it is lovely to have you, and it's particularly lovely to have you this week because obviously we're celebrating Shakespeare's birthday. So we've got a bit of a theme going on in that obviously Unleashed hasn't done that many costume dramas, but obviously you've been involved with loads of our productions. You were in Pilgrim's Progress, Walk Out. And you were in Hiding Place and What's Amazing About Grace. You've been in so many, but you also directed our first very big costume drama, which was A Man for All Seasons, which I think was 5 years ago, something ridiculous. I think it's 5 years ago. So just tell us how you got involved with Unleashed and what Unleashed means to you.
Well, you and I met in, I think it was 2007, so my goodness, that's 13 years ago now. And when you invited me into the part of Hopeful, what a great name that is, particularly for these times, the part of Hopeful in Walk Out, I was delighted and really felt a part of the drama company and was just keen to be involved and to see what came along next. And that was What's So Amazing About Grace, our first production at Buckfast Abbey. And there I played an American reporter. I was the narrator for Babette's Feast, and I was in the bookshop scene where we were meeting Philip Yancey. And
I think, weren't you Philip Yancey's wife? No.
No, I wasn't.
You were the bookshop person,
I was in I was in the bookshop
meeting
Philip Yancey, and that was a great experience. And what came across to me was just the great friendship and fellowship that this theatre company was actually offering in a completely different way from most drama groups. And the friendships made and the times together are just such rich memories. And even to the cakes that we had backstage for the performances.
Josie's lovely mint cake. I love that.
Absolutely.
Bless her.
Absolutely. Thank you, Josie. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, what is really good is that obviously, I mean, in terms of Unleashed community drama, I cannot believe that it's actually 6 years. We would have been celebrating the end of April. The end of this month, we had planned a big celebration because obviously we've got funding from the National Lottery. We thank the National Lottery for that, which is fantastic. But we were also going to celebrate and big up the fact that we have been going for 6 years and that we meet every week for 51 weeks of the year. And we've never stopped, even with the lockdown. So this is great. But Jude, you were there with me right at the very start when we moved to Endeavour House.
It was just you and me, Martin. It was.
And do you remember we met for about 5-6 weeks, and I think dear Mike Lejardin, he was the only one who came, and then people started to come. But my gosh, what a journey it's been since then.
Absolutely. And I mean, what happened to me, just to fill everybody in, is that I suddenly got some grandchildren 5 hours away in Cambridge, which rather took me away from Torquay on a regular basis. So that means that I've not been around as much as perhaps I would have liked to have been.
But you are still on the action team, and you are still a massive supporter, and you do so much behind the scenes. And let's just go back to A Man for All Seasons, because obviously, for those people who don't know, it was Robert Bolt's classic play written in the 1960s, which is very much like Wolf Hall, but about Thomas More and Thomas Cromwell, but in a slightly different slant, in that obviously Hilary Mantel's Thomas More is a different one to the one that we had. Can you give us a brief outline of the project? Because it was an amazing production, and I think the Abbott said it was one of the most polished productions that Unleashed did for them. Can you just give us a little bit of background about the extent of it and the costumes and the work backstage and all of that?
Well, it was just a great thing to be involved with, really, and lovely to be in that position of being able to make decisions about costumes. So I went far and wide sourcing costumes, and we finally got them from a place in Bristol that also supplies the BBC. So we had some sumptuous costumes. Rachel was great as one of the leads in beautiful gowns, and obviously Martin, you were in tights, so that was you happy, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, get me in tights, any excuse.
And then of course when Blair got to chop your head off, I think it's the only time we've ever known you quiet.
But I think the thing about our production of Man for All Seasons is I think we must be the only theatre company, talking about diversity, that's ever presented an evening with our production of Man for All Seasons where Thomas More, for one night only, was played by a woman.
It was indeed, yes, I remember it. That evening, that Friday evening, is very dear to my heart because Martin, you were away, visiting your son's graduation, and important and absolutely right that you were there to see your dear son Sam get his degree, but unfortunately due to traffic you didn't make it back in time.
I know, unheard of.
No, at 7:30, what were we going to do without the lead, without Thomas More? So what could I do but just put on a gown and
yes,
and go on.
Yes, and I think I arrived literally at the bit where I arrived, I think 3 scenes in, where it was the scene where where is he? Where is Thomas More? The king is coming. And I literally arrived on cue, and I remember Dawn driving up to the back of the Abbey, and me in my underpants jumping out of the car, getting dressed by Elsa and Julia Perks. and then going straight on stage. I mean, it was unheard of, but it was.
I was so pleased to see you, Martin, I can tell you.
It was an amazing evening. It was an amazing one that we will never forget, Jude.
We won't forget that. We won't. But another thing that I won't forget is that this time, instead of it just being all our old group of people, we were able to invite in all our new friends as well. And so that brought in Blair and Neil and Ian and Emma and Mark. Dear Mark, I'll never forget Mark in his powder blue two-piece outfit, and you know he looked absolutely charming.
He did. And of course Ian Jones and Neil Holm as the Beefeaters. I mean, my goodness. I mean, the Jailers. I mean, that production, we had such a fantastic ensemble, and I think it was wonderful, as you say, because it was the very first production that we had a crossover between the two companies that we run, and it's something that we've really built upon, and I think culminated in, you know, back in January, Cross and Switchblade, where half the cast principals were played by Unleashed Community Drama guys who pretty much had lived the story that we were presenting. So I mean, wonderful opportunities.
And I think A Man for All Seasons was really enriched by having such a great cast of so many people with so many backgrounds, and
it was
great.
It was great. It was a great production. A great production to be in. But it was so lovely that we did have so many of our folk from Unleashed Community Drama. And I think what is great is that obviously, you know, on a Thursday, we are open to literally anybody, and people can come and they might have never performed before. But what I loved about Neil's interview last week was he was, you know, stuff that he's done. He's played Judas. He's played some really good parts, really incredible parts. And, you know, this is giving proper opportunity to really act properly in really high class, you know, and, you know, top quality productions. So, you know, it's a joy. It really is a joy. But Jude, do you want to say anything about what Man for All Seasons was about? I mean, we're going to have to be a little bit brief, but you know, everything that we do in Unleashed Theatre Company has, if you like, an agenda of hope, doesn't it? That's the way I'd like to put it.
Absolutely. Well, Man for All Seasons, of course, was centred around the fact that Thomas More, who was a very important person to King Henry VIII, he was his spiritual advisor. He also advised on worldly issues as well. But when King Henry VIII, who was played by Bevis, of course, when he wanted to marry Anne Boleyn, his girlfriend, and the Pope wouldn't give him a divorce, that meant that the king had to find another way. So he decided that he would set up his own church and call it the Church of England. And Thomas More just could not go along with that. He was a lawyer, he was a writer, a philosopher. He was a man of great integrity, and he could not just accept tearing away from the Church of Rome and starting another church. And even though it cost him his life, he believed so deeply in the fact that that it was wrong for Henry to set aside his wife and marry somebody else. But he was prepared to go to his death for that. And so it's a really, really strong message that runs through that play. That actually
at the end of the day, you've got to stick up for what you really believe. You've got to stick to your guns, and that actually there's a real place for integrity in all of our lives. That actually, you know, if we're not living lives that have integrity, it's much harder to have that sense of peace within oneself because you're not being true to yourself.
Absolutely. And you know what? I've been thinking about our position today with this virus and the lockdown and the examples of integrity that we're seeing all around us, you know, with doctors, nurses, care workers who are putting their lives on the line for other people day in, day out. You know, they've trained for a job, and by gosh, they're going to do that job.
They are.
Even if it costs them their lives. And I think we're all humbled when we look at that. And also other people who are going out and about in order to serve the nation with food or with one service or another, and they too are carrying on in the face of these times in a way, again, that shows us this integrity. And artists who have actually perhaps not got their normal work, but they're now painting members of the NHS and so on,
really
and
good.
how we're all pulling together as a nation. And we may think, oh gosh, what am I doing? What am I contributing? But, you know, the government's asking us to just stay at home and stay safe so that we don't become a statistic and burden the NHS.
To be fair, Jude, as well, we are going to be playing your lovely COVID song. I am 60 going on 70. So we have that to look forward to. I'll tell you, I was playing it tonight. It's absolutely hysterical. So we've got that to look forward to. Listen, Jude, I'm going to let you go, but it's been lovely talking to you. And, you know, thank you for coming on. And listen, thank you for everything that you do for Unleashed. There are a lot of unsung heroes backstage and behind the scenes who keep the, you know, the train on the tracks, and a lot of people like yourself. So it's lovely to have you here this morning. I know a lot of the guys, you know, they that know you well, you know, they appreciate you and all that you do. So thank you so much.
Well, I love Unleashed, and really it's just a great honour and pleasure to say hello to you.
Well, bless you. Bless you. We'll speak soon, and we'll catch up as well. But we've got your song to look forward to in the Corona song section. So, listen, lovely, take care, and we'll speak soon. Take care. Bye then.
Bye.
Okay, guys, we are. That was lovely. Jude. Sorry, you're probably thinking, "Where's Martin?" I'm just getting the next bit set up. Okay, so guys, we're going to do something a new thing this week. A new feature in the show, which I think will be really good. We might not necessarily do it every week, but it's really, really important. For you, perhaps people who are visiting don't know that Unleashed Community Drama is a wonderful, if you like, inspirational drama group for people who perhaps are struggling with addiction or on a 12-step program, or have been homeless, or just have, you know, mental health issues or whatever. But, you know, we are like one big family, and it's so great to hear people's success stories. So we are starting a thing called Something to Shout About, which is going to be every now and then. And this is where we've got things to really celebrate. Don't we need stuff that's positive? And can I introduce, look, lovely Angela. Angela, you have your own avatar. Look at that, it's Angela. Wave, Angela. Woo! Right. We are going to just hear a little bit about Angela's story, and then I'll tell you why we're celebrating. So this is Angela, lovely Angela, with her handbag. Note the handbag, everyone. Right, okay, so we're going to watch this, and then I'm going to tell you something special.
I got into a bad relationship, and it beat me up and it nearly killed me. So I've now got post-traumatic stress, complex tics. I basically couldn't do anything for a few years, and then Martin came into the hostel and said he's going to want to act, and I thought I can't do it. So he kept asking me. So after about 3 years, I said yes. Yeah. But I'm really enjoying it, and I do love company, and I get quite excited about it. Well, I've definitely learned that I can do it on my own without, you know, I mean, I don't need singers, I can do it on my own. I never thought I'd say that, although I have sang in the past on one of the festivals, I've done it before. Confidence to go up and do what I enjoy doing, you know, because I felt brilliant. I thought, this is it, I'm going to keep doing it, and I'll be doing a lot more of it. People will see more of me.
Okay, right, let me just get rid of that so we get ready for the next one. Okay, so guys, that was Angela, which if you want to watch that video, there is a wonderful video that John Gingell made for us last summer, which basically has got a lot of people's testimonies, and it's a really, really positive video. Little documentary when we were making the All the World's a Stage. And the reason why we're celebrating Angela is because 3 weeks ago she was celebrating 4 years of being sober. Now, I've known Angela for a long time. She's great. And when Angela first came to the group, she would just stand on the edges, wouldn't get involved. Found it very difficult because of what's happened in the past and, you know, what's happened to her. To really get involved. But now she's throwing herself into everything. And I know that Josie and Mark were going to take her out for lunch a couple of weeks ago to celebrate, but obviously that can't happen. So Angela, we just want you to know that we think you're great. We want you to know that we celebrate and we honour your achievement of being 4 years sober. You know, that's a massive achievement and it's a struggle. You know, Neil was talking about it last week, that actually we need to just encourage one another and build people up. And when people fall down, we pick them back up again and we move forward. And that's what Angela's been doing. I mean, Angela is great. So Angela, here we are. I'm going to give you a round of applause. You're going to have your own round of applause. And I've got, here we are. Right, here we go. Yeah! Party poppin'! Here we are. Well done, Angela. So that's good. So Angela, here we are. By the way, by the time we get out of here, everyone's going to have their own avatar. All right? So Angela's got her own avatar. And now what we're going to do, we're going to move into the other room. Okay, because we are going to move into the next bit, which is our COVID song section and our poetry section. So we do this every year. We're moving from Studio A into Studio B. And, oh, hang on. I'm going to need my speaker. Oh, gosh, it's so complicated here. You know, God, this is a real live show. I'm telling you that now. Okay, so we're moving from Studio A into Studio B. Right, here we go. Right, Studio B. Oh, here we go. Okay. So look, there's Mark waiting for us already. Mark's here already. This is great. Okay. We're going to be ringing Mark in a second. Okay. So let's move you forward a bit. Oh my gosh. Here we go. That's it. Can you still see Mark? You can see Mark. There we are. There's Mark. Okay. So we a few weeks ago, we set the Corona Song Challenge. Okay. And songs are still coming in. There is still time to do this. What we're planning on doing is when we come out, we're going to have like a little celebration. Okay, we're going to have a little celebration of, being able to give everyone a big hug, being able to be together. And we're building up a scrapbook of like the poems. Claudia has sent me 2 more poems this week. Really good. We're going to be listening to Calvin's shortly. Calvin's written a great poem. So Calvin, I can see that. Really well done, Angela. Really well done. You're motoring. Well done, Calvin. I love getting the comments up the side here. So we're going to have just one song this week, and this is from the lovely Jude. All right, and then we're going to move into a time of poetry. So this was Jude's contribution, and it goes like this. I am 60. Going on 70, I know that I'm at risk. If I go out, I can't hang about. I know that I must be brisk. I am 60, going on 70. Turn the page. Yeah, sorry. Back in, suddenly I've got old. Back in December, I can't remember parties and times of gold. Totally unprepared am I to face an empty place. Timid and shy and scared am I to go beyond my gate. I need someone younger and fitter, bringing me veg and cheese. You are 20, going on 30. Tesco, will you call please? that is Jude's takeoff from a very famous musical. So well done, well done. Now, listen, we are now going to do the poetry corner. And can I just say, several people have sent me some poems, which is really good. We had some really good ones. I mean, Sharon's one the other day, really fantastic. Honestly, Sharon, really great poetry, really great. Mark's every week, really fantastic. Now, we're going to get young Mark on the phone. Let's get Mark on the phone. This is the bit I love. Okay. Call Mark Tootle.
Calling Mark Tootle.
This is good. Hello?
Morning, Martin. You all right, mate?
Mark,
Brilliant.
you're here. This is great. Right, we've got you here with your avatar. We introduced Angela's avatar this morning, but you're here. How are you doing, matey?
Great, brilliant.
Good man.
Absolutely.
Good.
I had a bit of trouble with my codpiece this morning, but I've sorted it out.
So I'm glad to hear that you're probably in your full gear. Well, your tights, your codpiece, and you've sorted your codpiece. This is great. This is what I love. Commitment. Commitment, Mark.
Commitment, total commitment. That's what it's about, my son. Definitely.
Totally. Well, listen, matey, you've done us a couple of poems that you're going to do. Which one are you going to do this morning, mate?
Well, what I've done is because of the Shakespeare connection, I've written a poem about what I think his take on the coronavirus would be.
This is good.
And I've called the play, because it's Shakespeare, I've called the play, the poem, it's Hard Being a Bard, and I've subtitled it, I've Got the Scrolls. Okay?
Okay. Right, mate, I'm looking forward to this.
The reason it's Shakespeare's take on it is because I've put the name of one of his plays into every verse, so see what you think.
Well done. Right, we're ready. We're ready and we're waiting.
Okay, here we go, my son, here we go. There's a virus going round, you know. You can certainly take that as read. Started by two gentlemen from Verona. Well, I think that's what they said. All the taverns have closed up. I can't get any ale. I'm saying it exactly as it is. Oh, what a winter's tale. The tobacconist's door is also shut. It won't open again, I'll bet. This puts me in a quandary. I'm down to my last hamlet. Now that I have fought it up, I know I'll be all right. I've caught up with some old odd jobs. This is my 12th night. The missus keeps giving me ear roll. There's a lot of huffing and puffing. After that, she settles down. It's much ado about nothing. Government guidelines are notoriously vague about having your cesspit cleaned. It's all decidedly Richard III, if you know just what I mean. There you go, my son, that's it.
Oh, Mark, that is so good. That is really great. Honestly, mate, you are
Good
so
man,
clever.
good man.
You are so clever. You know, Dawn and I were just talking about you. I don't know whether your ears were burning. We were just saying how clever your poems are. They're like a cross between like Victoria Wood's, Pam Ayres, but you know, they are so clever. You have really got to, every week you've got to put them together and we'll have an anthology by the end of it, mate. All right?
Absolutely. That's spot on. Nice one. Good lad.
All right. Well, listen, well done. Let's leave it there. And you've got more for us next week. Is that right?
Yeah, catch you soon next week and we'll do another one.
That'd be great. Well, listen, Mark, lovely. I know that you are not on the internet, but don't worry. All of these are being recorded and they are all up on YouTube. So there will come a time where you'll be able to see, and you'll be able to see your little avatar with his little bow tie. And
brilliant, mate. I can't wait. I can't wait. Spot on.
But
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, here we are. Look, here we are. Bravo, Mark. So funny, Mark.
Okay.
I'm just reading some of the comments up
Okay,
here.
mate.
You know, really good. So listen, mate, we'll let you go and we'll speak soon. Take care.
Okay, catch you soon. Bye for now.
God bless. Bye.
Bye.
Right, now, okay. Okay, so we have now, we're going to show you now, look who's here. Calvin has written a poem. So we're going to hear Calvin's poem. And I think it's called, well, I'll let him introduce it. Here we go.
It's entitled Indoors. 4 weeks of Corona, I'm quite fed up. Jobs, jobs, jobs. She won't let up. I like to do the crossword and watch TV. Indoors says work or you'll get no tea. Thursdays at 8, the only time I get out to clap all the nurses and give them a shout. Then she's yakking with her mates. The world's on Zoom while I vac and dust from room to room. Our son and his girl, they work from home. Our home, however, I really can't moan. She's got them on domestics. It's not just me. While she worships the sun with a G and T.
Well, Calvin, I have to say, I think that's a brilliant poem. I really do. And I have no idea who it's about, but, you know, well done. I hope you're not going to get into trouble. That's all I can say. Now, the other thing that we have got here, which is really fantastic. Hang on, I'm just trying to find it. Here we are. Is the RSC have been asking people to, right, let me get close here. The RSC have been asking people to do stuff to celebrate Shakespeare's birthday. And I don't know, we're probably a bit too late because actually the actual date is today. But we have some really fantastic actors and actresses in our membership, as it were, both in community drama and in Unleash This Company. And Alexa Tewkesbury, who I know is watching, is, my goodness, she is like, I would say she's like our equivalent of Maggie Smith or Judi Dench. She's our very own Judi Dench because she is such an amazing actress. Well, she did this soliloquy from Midsummer Night's Dream, and she put it on Facebook, and I thought it was so fab. I said, Alexa, can we play it on Thursday as we're doing a Shakespeare thing? And she said yes. So this is again from Midsummer Night's Dream. It's the other story, not the mechanicals, the lovers. So here we go. Here is Alexa.
Oh, spite. Oh, hell! So you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. Vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make your sport. Hello? Hello?
I mean, isn't that fab? I just love it at the end when she gets cut off. It's so funny, but it's such amazing acting.
Oh, spite.
Oh, here we go again. Really, really good. So, Alexa, well done. Oh my goodness, so fantastic. Right, guys, we're going to move into the other room, okay, back into Studio B, because we have a quiz. So, yeah, so thank you, our very own Maggie Smith, for that. Right, we're going to go back into Studio A from Studio B, ready for our next bit. And we still have other people we're going to ring up, so it's very good. We've got some nice guests still to come. So here we go. Right, here we go. Back into studio. Hang on. Right, studio. Here we go. Back into studio A. Okay, guys. So what we're going to do is we are now going to have a bit of a. We started this last week. Specialist subject quiz. Do you remember that specialist subject quiz? Okay. And what we do with this, basically, is there are people in our group who perhaps have a specialist subject. Okay. And sorry, I'm just lining up the next bit. And so it's here we go. Right. Yeah. Specialist subject. So this next bit, okay, is basically a quiz. And every week we get someone, like last week we had James on, who's really good at the music of the 60s and 70s. So we did a little quiz and then we got them on the phone and they did the answers for us. Well, today we are going to have our very own lovely Ros Morrison, who is going to be giving us the answers, hopefully. I'm going to go through the questions. And then if you've got a pen and paper, you could do it as a quiz. And then we'll get Ros on the phone. And of course, the subject today is Shakespeare. Well, there's a surprise. So, guys, if you are ready, hopefully they're not too difficult. You should be able to do them, or you should be able to guess them. Don't put them up the side, guys, because then it gives it away, spoils the fun. So don't put your answers up the side. Write them down, and then when we get Ros on the phone, we will then go through the answers. So, okay, so first of all, here we are. Question 1. Specialist subject, Shakespeare. Which play, referred to as the Scottish play in theatrical circles, is considered bad luck if uttered backstage of a performance? All right, let me say that again. Question 1. Which play, referred to as the Scottish play in theatrical circles, is considered bad luck if uttered backstage of a performance? All righty. Okay. So, question 2. Which actress played William Shakespeare's love interest in the 1999 film Shakespeare in Love? Which actress played Shakespeare's love interest in the 1999 film Shakespeare in Love? Okay. Question 3. Kenneth Branagh, Sir Kenneth, who's one of my heroes. I love Kenneth Branagh. I think he's a hero. Has adapted many Shakespeare plays into films, which was his very first at the tender age of 29. So, Sir Kenneth Branagh has adapted many Shakespeare plays into films, which was his very first that he adapted when he was at the tender age of only 29. Okay, question 4. In which play does a prince and a ghost meet and everyone ends in mincemeat? A prince and a ghost meet and everyone ends in mincemeat. The clown with his pants falling down. Do you know that song? Okay. In which play does a prince and a ghost meet? Prince and a ghost meet and everyone ends in mincemeat. Okay. So that's question 4. Question 5. Now, you should know this, guys, because we've done it. You know, we're top-notch quality here. You know, we've done our Shakespeare already, All the World's a Stage. Question is, from which play does the soliloquy, All the World's a Stage, and each man in his time plays many parts, come from? Which play does that soliloquy come from? Okay, question 6. In which play, this is a dead easy one because we've given you it already. In which play does the character Bottom get turned into a donkey? In which play does the character Bottom get turned into a donkey? Okay. So question 7. The famous painting by the pre-Raphaelite painter John Waterhouse, Death of Ophelia, depicts a scene from which play? The famous painting by the pre-Raphaelite painter John Waterhouse, Death of Ophelia, depicts a scene from which play? Now, I've got to get this in because pre-Raphaelites are my favourite. And this painting I had on my wall when I was a kid for years. Fantastic painting. Okay. Question 8. Who plays Shakespeare in the Ben Elton comedy series Upstart Crow? So there's a comedy series at the moment about Shakespeare. I think it's in about its 5th series or something ridiculous. Who plays Shakespeare in the Ben Elton comedy series Upstart Crow? Okay, question 9. We're nearly there. Which female actress took on the role of King Lear in a controversial cross-gender production in 2016? Okay, which famous female actress took on the role of King Lear in the controversial cross-gender production in 2016? Okay, right, and the last one, this is a great one. I love this question. I had fun doing this, I tell you. Okay, here we go. Which of these phrases did Shakespeare not write? Which of these phrases did Shakespeare not write? Neither a borrower or a lender be, pound of flesh, a rose by any other name, to sleep perchance to dream, parting is such sweet sorrow, all that glitters is not gold, discretion is the better part of valor, something wicked this way comes, shuffle off this mortal coil, oh what a tangled web we weave, the world is your oyster, the 7 ages of man, love is blind, to thine own self be true, break the ice, to be or not to be, green-eyed monster, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Frailty, thy name is woman, and brevity is the soul of wit. So which of those phrases did Shakespeare not write? Okay, right, we're going to get the lovely Ros Morrison on the phone. Let's see. Call Ros Morrison.
Calling Ros Morrison mobile.
So clever. Hopefully she's there.
Hello.
Hello, Ros.
Hi, Martin.
How are you doing?
All right, thanks.
Good.
I have to say, it's a brilliant show.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Yeah, very Shakespeare-y, isn't it, today?
It's great. It's great.
Good.
I love it.
Good. Well, lovely. It's great having you on the show. Everybody knows Ros. Ros helped direct, Cross and Switchblade. Also, was really my, Millennium Mysteries. They've been around, when we did A Man for All Seasons. They're always there. They're trustees. They're in the background. Ros and Brian do so much for you guys backstage that you don't know about. These guys are just diamonds. So, Ros, it's so lovely having you here on the show. And we are going to go through this little quiz. I don't know how you did, but hopefully, being a specialist, you should get all 10 questions right. So, Ros, here we go.
Well, let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Okay. Which play referred to as the Scottish play in theatrical circles is considered bad luck if uttered backstage in a performance?
Oh, and that one's Macbeth, of course.
Well done. Well done, Macbeth. I absolutely hate superstition. I walk under ladders. So I quite often whistle the theme tune to Macbeth backstage, which really gets people annoyed. I'm joking. Okay. Right. Question 2. Which actress played William Shakespeare's love interest in the 1999 film Shakespeare in Love?
Oh, what a great film that was. Of course, Judi Dench was the Queen.
She was.
Now, the love interest. She was blonde. She was definitely blonde.
She was.
I think it was Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Well done. Gwyneth Paltrow, she was fantastic in it. Judi Dench, of course, walks off with an Oscar for being in it like 5 minutes.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Thinking.
She actually bought the pop-up globe theatre that they constructed for that film.
Oh, did she? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right, Ken Branagh, my hero, adapted many Shakespeare plays into films, which was the very first he adapted at the tender age of 29.
Well, I know that Laurence Olivier did it first, but I think it's Henry V.
Yes, Henry V. Well done. It is absolutely Henry V. Okay. In which play does a prince and a ghost meet and everyone end in mincemeat?
I think this is Hamlet again. Brian, one of his first productions that he helped in as a student was Hamlet, and he'll talk to you endlessly about Hamlet as a production.
Wow. Hamlet. Well, I did it at A level. I love Hamlet. I've seen it so many times. It's a fantastic play. But you are absolutely right. It was Hamlet. Okay. Guys, you will know this. From which play does the soliloquy, all the world's a stage, and each man in his time plays many parts, come from?
Yes, of course. It's As You Like It, and it's the first Shakespeare play I performed in at school.
Wow. Well done. As You Like It. Well, this is good. Okay. In which play is the character Bottom turned into a donkey?
The famous Midsummer Night's Dream, obviously, great play.
Yeah, great
Good
play.
fun.
And didn't the guys do well earlier? Weren't they brilliant?
I loved it. I think we've got real potential there for future plays.
Yeah, totally.
Exciting and dreaming.
Seriously, I thought they did really well. Okay, famous painting by pre-Raphaelite painter John Waterhouse, Death of Ophelia, depicts the scene from which play? Here we go again. Which play?
Yes, again, Brian's favourite, Hamlet.
Yeah, Hamlet again. Who plays Shakespeare in the comedy Benny Elton comedy series Upstart Crow?
What a brilliant series Upstart Crow is. I love it. It's David Mitchell.
David Mitchell, of course. And which female actress? This is an interesting one, really interesting one. Who plays Shakespeare? Which female actress took on the lead role of King Lear in a controversial cross-gender production in 2016?
It's interesting, this cross-gender productions, isn't it? I went to see Twelfth Night just last year with Tamsin Gregg and Taming of the Shrew. Taming of the Shrew, Tamsin Gregg. But the first person to do it, of course, was Glenda Jackson.
Yes, Glenda Jackson, of course. I remember Dartington Playgoers locally. They did a really good production of Importance of Being Earnest. Oh, gosh, over 10 years ago, it must have been, where they crossed all the sexes. So all the men played the women's parts, all the women played the men's parts. Very clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 12th Night I saw last year at Plymouth was like that. It was mind-blowing.
Yeah, really interesting. I think, it's interesting take on it. Okay, so...
Well, actually, Martin, we've already done it.
We already have.
Because Jude played your part.
She did. In fact, we were discussing that just earlier on the little interview. Absolutely, where she went on as Thomas More for the first 3 scenes. Hilarious.
Yeah, we're right up there. We're right up there.
Oh,
Martin.
yeah. We're sort of, cutting edge. We're sort of, pushing the envelope.
Totally.
Okay, so in which of these phrases did Shakespeare not write? Neither a borrower nor a lender be, pound of flesh, rose by any other name, sleep perchance to dream, parting is such sweet sorrow, all that glitters is not gold, discretion is the better part of valour, something wicked this way comes, shuffle off this mortal coil, oh what a tangled web we weave, the world is your oyster, 7 ages of man, love is blind, to thine own self be true, break ye the ice, to be or not to be, green-eyed monster, some are born great, others achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them, frailty, thy name is woman, brevity is the soul of wit.
I think it's most interesting because a lot of people think a lot of these things actually come from Shakespeare or the Bible. But I think if I had to pick any, it would be Green-Eyed Monster. But I think he wrote all of them.
He did. It was a trick question. It was a trick question, Ross. Well done. He wrote all of them. I mean, it's incredible how much of his Shakespeare has come into common parlance and how we use it every day. And we don't even know we're quoting Shakespeare. So it's well done. Listen, Roz, thank you so much for joining us. And guys, if you've got a specialist subject, seriously, if you've got a specialist subject, it doesn't matter how obscure or whatever it is. Okay, just send me a text. I want to go on with a specialist subject. Claudia, if you're there, lovely, thinking of doing one on Mariah Carey, because I know that you know everything about Mariah Carey. So we'll get you on one week and we'll do a whole session about Mariah Carey if you like. What do you reckon? Sounds good. Okay, Roz, listen, I'm going to let you go. And
thank you so much. Love to everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Bless you. Take care. God bless.
Bye.
Bye then.
Bye.
That's the lovely Roz. This is great. Okay, so guys, we are coming towards the end. Okay, we're just going to do, we do this every week. NHS Heroes, thank you. We appreciate you. I think it's really important that we just acknowledge, and I'm so pleased they're doing it every Thursday now. Hopefully all you guys are going out and standing on your doorstep on a Thursday night, whacking your pans, hooting your horns, clapping, everything. Okay. A big thank you to key workers, teachers. My wife's a teacher, TAs, shop workers, the bin men, you know, all you guys keep it, as well as all the NHS guys, you know, who are, you know, putting themselves on the line. You know, I've got lots of family who are right at the sharp end. So we've been praying, you know, praying for them and thinking about them. So we're just going to have a little applause. So if you want to get off your sofas now, and we'll all do like a little corporate applause for all the guys who are actually keeping us safe. Okay, so here we go. This is for all of you guys who are working in the sharp ends. Yay! Come here, come here. Come here, teacher. I have a teacher here, look. Okay, guys, well done. So, guys, we are just going to finish. Just want to finish with a couple of little words, okay? And this is because I'm conscious that, you know, Claudia, bless her, last week, and other people alluded to it. John, I think, alluded to it, is that actually it's really tough being locked down. And particularly if, you know, you suffer from anxiety or you've got certain issues, it can be really, really tough. So we've been trying every week just to really give a couple of little pointers of how you can deal with that and how you can cope with it. So we've talked about, you know, eating well, having a proper structure to your day, not sitting around just in your pajamas, getting up, so planning what you're going to do, making sure that you don't watch too much news. Really imperative that you don't do that. Don't need to know it. I said to Dawn last night, you know, we don't really need to watch the news the whole time. It's just a liturgy of woe at the moment, isn't it, at the moment? A litany of woe. So just keep positive. You know, go outside, connect with nature, do lots of breathing. We've done some breathing exercises, haven't we? Where if you do feel anxious, you know, just take some really deep breaths. Breathe in for 4, close your eyes, hold it, and then breathe out. Breathe in for 4. Do this probably about 4 or 5 times. That will really help you if you've got anxiety. Okay. We talked about mindfulness as well. Mindfulness, you know, where you're actually taking yourself out of the situation and you're just in the present moment, where you're not thinking about your worries in the past. You're not thinking about stuff that you know, that upsets you. You're not thinking or worrying about the future. You're just placing yourself into the moment. Jigsaws, colouring, anything like that just helps you just focus on the moment. You know, if you have faith, prayer is incredibly important. If you don't, just meditation or just, you know, being quiet. And perhaps last week we talked about, you know, connecting with nature. Perhaps, you know, if you go out once a day, which you're allowed to, perhaps bring, you know, a wildflower or a couple of wildflowers, put them in a little pot. Perhaps, you know, look at them, you know, draw them, you know, just think about them. And the thing I want to focus on today, which I hopefully will help you, and I know Mark Baker, the word always makes me think of Mark Baker, is gratitude. You know, gratitude, learning to be grateful and to have a grateful heart. Okay, this is a really good thing, you know, guys. It's about counting your blessings. You know, we're in difficult times. Things are really tough. Things are really, really hard for a lot of people. And you will have good days and you will have bad days. You will have days when you don't feel so great. Okay, it's really good to be grateful, okay, for what we've got. My wife and I are involved with a school in Kenya, and what's going on in Kenya in the third world countries where they have no NHS, they have no benefit system, they have no food, they can't self-isolate. It's just awful what's going on. And we both looked at each other and said, actually, yeah, we're lucky we've got one another. You know, we're in a situation where we've got family that we do care about, we can focus on, but also, you know, we have a roof over our heads. We have shops that are full of food. You know, we have people working on our side in the NHS. We have, like, you know, the bin men. We have people who are really working hard. The government, you know, I don't think it helps criticizing the government. I think they're doing their best in hard times. And I think, you know, having a critical spirit doesn't help you. You know, if you want to feel a sense of peace in your heart, if you want to feel a sense of feeling you're able to cope, is try and always focus on the positive. You know, blaming other people, criticizing doesn't help. And so what I would say to you this week is the thing I would really ask you to try and do is just be grateful. Write down a list of all the things, you know, that you're grateful for. That you've got a plate of food in front of you, you've got a roof over your head, you know, that we have got people around us that care about us. Much to be grateful for. So we're going to finish, guys. Listen, thank you so much for joining us. We're there now. We finished. So this will be up on YouTube later. You know, we're going to be here every week. If you want to get involved, we want to try and get as many people involved as possible. If you've got Zoom, then try and get it. It's a free app. You don't have to pay for it. If you've got a tablet, or you've got a mobile, or you've got a laptop, download Zoom, and then it means that we can actually get you on the Drama Club live. But listen, guys, thank you so much for being with us today. Keep safe, keep well, and we will see you next time. If you are anxious, if you want to talk to someone, you know you've got Josie's, Margie's, Calvin's, my number. Give us a call anytime. All right. Listen, you keep safe, and God bless you guys. We care about you. Take care.